Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is SpaceTiiger, and in today's episode of One Piece Bounty Rush, we have a very special episode today. Today, we're actually going to be talking about Enel. Surprisingly, I have not made a video on him yet, and even though this was like my first character on my main account, so I was like, you know what, today's that time. We're going to talk about the boy Enel. We're going to give a whole episode dedicated to him, so yeah. First things first, if you guys are brand new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, drop a like, and drop a comment. I do greatly appreciate all three of those. Share this with a friend, your mother, your grandmother, your best friend. I don't care who you share it with, as long as you guys enjoy this video. So let's get right into this. Eneru or Enel, a lot of you guys, it's like very indecisive. You can let me know in the comment section which name you guys prefer using, but both names have been used, so Eneru, we're just gonna do it for the sake of the video since that's what it shows here. He's a green attacker. He is actually very awesome. it's rough to start it off that way, but let's look at his character traits. So basically, when receiving damage, 10% chance to reduce damage received by 30%. So 1 out of every 10 hits, you have a chance. You have a chance of decreasing it by 30%. Well, it's actually a way higher chance, but it's not like 1 out of 10. You know what I'm talking about. When receiving damage, there's a 2% chance to dodge without taking damage or accompanying effect. So it's like an auto dodge by itself. That's a very nice thing to have there. When receiving damage, 3% to inflict shock. So there's also a 3% chance that you will shock them without having even doing anything. So that's another awesome thing. For trait 1, when in the area around your enemy's treasure, increase the damage dealt by 30%. When respawn, boost speed by 10% for 20 seconds. Cannot stack. So just looking at his character traits, he has a lot of awesome traits that I do like. He's very, even though he is an attacker, he's very good for like defending also. So that's one thing I do like. Let's talk about his moves. His moves, basically, Kingdom Come is a long range area attack with chance to shock. So it's like a 50% chance to shock on all levels. But this move is like the Spirit Bomb move. I don't know if you guys seen it, when he like raises both his hands and he does a Spirit Bomb and he just blasts the whole area. It has a very high attack. So that's one thing I do like about it. Like I said, it has a 50% chance to shock. When you actually shock the person, it does 100 damage over time, and they can't move for those 5 seconds. So that's an insane combination there. The next move is called El Tor. So it's a mid-range area attack with a shock effect, nullifies stagger for a set period of time. So what it does is he hits the floor with his staff and he electrifies everything in the area, and everyone gets shocked, and they can't move unless they have nullified shock. So they can't move for 5 seconds, and they take 100 damage per second. This move is actually extremely awesome. The attack is pretty high on this also. It's not as high as Kingdom Come, but the attack is very high on this one also. Just for a skill 2, it has a very high attack. What I like about his movesets is that he's a character more for controlling the space, controlling the area. He can decide an outcome of a match if you use his shock correctly. So that's one thing I love about this character. His shock is like being able to take someone out of a match for 5 whole seconds is a lot, and especially since you can use moves one after the other. So best case scenario, you can get them for a whole, let's say maybe 9 seconds straight of not moving, which is ridiculous. And if you haven't one shot at them with the Kingdom Come move, then you're just gonna keep them shocked. So that's one thing I really like about this character. Overall, he feels like an amazing attacker. He does have very high attack. His shock effect, like I said, I love the shock effect like a lot. I'm a big fan of him in general. I'm a big fan of Eneru. His moves are awesome. He feels very smooth to play with, And even though he is a green attacker, he does do a lot of damage regardless to who it is. I feel bad for the blues because when I hit the blues with this character, they get smoked. So even the reds, they take a lot of damage with this character because it's like I said, the Kingdom Come attack is has a very high attack, and on top of that, it does have the shock. So if it does have the shock, it does do damage over time. If you didn't kill them and they were just missing a little bit, they'll die from the shock. One thing I do like to mention is that even though his damage over time, he does do shock, if you hit them, they get out of the shock. So it's best to let them rock out for like 4 seconds and then continue your combo, because if you hit them like after 1 second, right after you do the shock, then they're gonna bounce right off of it. So that's one thing I do want to mention. And yeah, this character is definitely a top tier character. I think I ranked him #1 in my top 5 video. I think it was #1 that I ranked him for the very first top 5 video. I am gonna make more top 5 videos, and he's still gonna be, I still consider him a top 3 easily, top 3 character, because his moveset is very good. He has 2 chances to stun a person and stop them from moving, and being able to stop characters from moving, and especially in a wide area that you can get a whole bunch of people, not just one person, is very useful in this game. In this game of trying to protect treasure and get treasure, especially at end game, that's when I use my shock the most, and I'm more selective on how I use it. I look at the time, especially when there's like 5, 10, 15 seconds. That's when I think of most using the shock effect, because I enjoy using it. It's very good. It's very good. So yeah, if you guys have used this character, feel free to let me know how you guys feel about this character. I personally think he's an awesome character. He's definitely a top tier character. I would definitely summon on him again if I could, but I don't think they gonna let me. They gonna let me. But yeah, he's definitely a great character to play with. I have no problem that he's actually green because his attack is very high. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. What's next video, I'm not 100% sure what's the next video, but I do have a few lined up that I do want to drop out on my channel, so I will be dropping those very soon. So yeah, like I said, if you guys are brand new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment. I got a ton of content coming up for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay awesome and stay clutch, guys. Peace.